I'm Raven, and we're just going to do a copy and movie chat today. This is Movie Mirrors, and today we're celebrating Antonio Banderas. Yay! Today's Antonio's birthday. He was born on August 10th, 1960, in, hopefully I say this right, Malaga, Spain. Born Jose Antonio Dominguez Banderas. Yay, Antonio. Hold on, I gotta make it here. That was right up against my leg. That was hurting. Ow. Okay. Jose Antonio Dominguez Banderas. Yay, it's his birthday today. He is 66. IMDb actually lists him as an actor, a producer, a writer, a director, and a voice performer with over 130 acting credits and 383 credits as himself. Man, this guy's given a lot of interviews. That's a lot of interviews. So what should we talk about? His iconic character in Shrek movies? Puss and Boots. Yeah, we love Antonio. I guess he originally wanted to become a professional soccer player. He played successfully for his school team, but at 14 he broke his foot. And I guess he became interested in theater after seeing a stage production of Hair. So that's kind of cool. Oh, yeah, he's got lots of movies that he did, huh? Oh, yeah. Oh, everybody forgets him in Philadelphia. I remember. But yeah, okay. So, wishing Antonio Banderas a happy birthday today. Desperado. No, he's not the guy in El Mariachi, but he is the guy in Desperado. Robert Rodriguez. We love Robert. He also makes Once Upon a Time in Mexico. Yeah, we love this movie. Hi, Sherry. How you doing? Hope everybody's having a good time out there. We're celebrating Antonio Banderas's 66th birthday. Yay, Antonio! Love this guy. I love his kid movies and his adult movies. I love this movie, The 13th Warrior. This is such a great film. We love this one. We're just having a casual coffee movie chat. If you want to hang out and just talk about movies, that's cool. No pressures. No cortisol spikes on this channel. Oh, thanks, Sherry. That's very nice. I'm so glad you're here. I hope you have a good time. Drop your favorite Antonio Banderas movie in the chat. We love Antonio. Happy birthday, Antonio! I also love Robert Rodriguez when he makes kid movies. Yeah, I got the Spy Kids movies. These are actually pretty good, especially the first one. Real good. Really entertaining. Antonio is great. Like I said, he is Puss from Puss and Boots. And I have that one. I don't know why this movie collection came with Shrek and then came with Puss in Boots. But no Shrek 2. What were you guys thinking? Weirdos. So we love Antonio. He's also in Philadelphia, Evita. I do love Zorro. I don't know who doesn't love that movie. But I love him as Zorro. Especially when he gets the sword and he says, "Do you know how to use that?" And he says, "Yeah, that's a pointy and you stick it in the man." Ha 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 ha! 13th Warriors among his best known work, I guess. Trained to actually be fighting with those swords for real, I guess. Yeah, okay, so I'm looking at it, and it's Olympic national fencing team, practiced real steel swords. He also spent a month learning to ride horses, which I guess would help him out later. I like the Mask of Zorro. That's my favorite Antonio. Hold on just a second. Thank you. Hope y'all are having a good day out there. Just a casual chat day. Just talking about Antonio. Which movies of his you love the best? He's a very handsome man. We love Antonio. I also have one other movie that I can talk about today. I was having fun picking out these. I love Robert Rodriguez. I especially love the El Mariachi Desperado. Desperado has one of the best opening scenes with the music. And Antonio sings, and he's got the guitar. Sorry, I forgot most of my stuff in the other room. Glasses are gone. I like it when Antonio sings. There are lots of clips of him online. There's one that's really cool where he sings Phantom of the Opera. That one's pretty neat. This is probably my favorite one. 13th Warrior. I love this. Who doesn't love that Viking prayer? Yeah. Happy birthday, Antonio. Yay! Hope everybody's having a good day out there. If you love Antonio like I love Antonio, let me know what your favorite movie is. And if you've never seen Spy Kids, that's Robert Rodriguez doing a kids movie. It's pretty good. I like Robert. Better than Quentin Tarantino. And yes, I'm aware that they're friends. Don't care. Still like Robert better. And then we had one other piece of movie trivia today. You can always bring your own movie trivia to the chat. But today, in 1984, I guess it must have been a Friday, because the movie premiere, Friday, August 10th, 1984, Red Dawn. Yeah. Who doesn't love some Red Dawn? And yes, this is a dual pack that has both movies, but the only one that matters is that one. Patrick. The one with Patrick. Patrick Swayze. So I guess this movie was one of the first ones to ever get a PG-13 rating. That was brand new from the MPAA. Oh, it says it was actually the first movie released under that rating. Oh. I guess a movie called The Flamingo Kid had actually received the PG-13 rating, but it was unreleased. And so this is the first released movie that gets the PG-13. Whatever. PG-13 meant nothing to my parents. I had boomer parents. They didn't care. G movies, PG movies, nobody cared. They dropped you off at the movie theater, gave you $5 and told you to go inside for a couple of hours and they'd come back and pick you up. At least that was my experience. Oh, Patrick. Most of these people would go on to be fairly big stars out of this movie, even though they weren't necessarily when they made the film. So we have Charlie Sheen, C. Thomas Howell, Leah Thompson, Jennifer Grey. Oh yeah, Powers Booth is in it too, but most people don't even know who he is. We're talking about Red Dawn, which came out in theaters today in 1984. Wolverines! Yeah, so Powers Booth, people would probably recognize him from like Tombstone before they would recognize him from Red Dawn. Yeah, Patrick and Jennifer Grey would both go on to do Dirty Dancing. It's funny because Jennifer Grey and Charlie Sheen would actually have a scene together in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Leah Thompson would go on to the Back to the Futures franchise. C. Thomas Howell, he was from The Outsiders, and he would, yeah, and E.T., but I don't know if he went on to do a whole lot afterwards. Oh, right, yeah. That's the other thing. You watch the old 1984 version and you're looking at practical effects. There's no CGI or computer generated anything. And they just don't make movies like that anymore. I don't know why they changed the ending of the I guess it's a remake from 2012, Red Dawn, but that ending don't work for me. I think the original ending was more potent. Yeah, you don't like that sad ending, I know. That's all right. I guess Patrick Swayze got frostbite during the filming of Red Dawn. This movie right here, Red Dawn, Patrick. Not Chris Hemsworth's version, Patrick's version. Patty Swayze, love you. Loved all his movies. My dad was a big fan, saw a lot of them in the theater. I guess he suffered from frostbite and years later would still describe how painful the cold felt. So that's kind of cool. Oh, I highly doubt that. Why IMDb said that, I don't know. There's a thing on IMDb that says that C. Thomas Howell had previously been a rodeo cowboy, and IMDb says he helped teach the rest of the cast to ride horses. Really? And Patrick Swayze was there? And I'm supposed to believe that? Really? He might have helped out, but I don't believe that in the slightest. He certainly didn't teach Patrick Swayze how to ride a horse. Not even close. Most people don't like this movie. They don't like Red, which is interesting because they like things like The Walking Dead. So in 1984 also brought us some really great films. So besides Red Dawn, it says we also have The Terminator, Ghostbusters, oh, Beverly Hills Cop, Karate Kid, Gremlins, Amadeus. Those are all really great movies, actually. Oh, yeah, I actually think it's sad that Antonio Banderas wanted to be a soccer player, but broke his foot when he was like 14. And that was it for him. I guess he figured he couldn't do it at that point. So nice that he got interested in theater. Hello, Jason. Welcome in. I hope you are having a good day wherever you are. We are talking about Antonio Banderas. This is my favorite movie. The 13th Warrior. And then we are also talking about August 10th being the release date for Red Dawn. The Patrick Swayze version. Patrick, 1984. Cool year for movies. I think one reason people like talking about movies from the 80s and even the 90s is the practical effects. We were still making movies that had, somewhat original screenplays, and we had to figure out ways to make movies look real. Oh, The Prayer. Yeah, The Prayer in the 13th Warrior is pretty cool. I love The Prayer in the 13th Warrior. Happy 66th birthday to Antonio Banderas. Happy 66th birthday, bro. I hope it's awesome for you. Hope your family's around you. I know you got a daughter. I know you got stepkids. I know everybody loves you. So I've seen you interviewed so many times, and you're such a lovely guy. And I hope you're having the best day, Antonio. Oh yeah. Wolverines. That's right. We're also talking about Red Dawn. Wolverine. Yeah, today was the day in 1984 that came out in theaters. It's not an actual connection. I'm not trying to connect Antonio Banderas to Red Dawn. I'm just saying that's kind of cool. That was a cultural touchstone for people in the 80s, especially Gen X, I want to say. Even though a lot of the actors in it, they were either barely Gen X or they were just right over the line and they were like Jones boomers. And if you don't know about Generation Jones, don't even ask. It's like 5 years of the 60s. We have nowhere to put these people. So, Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves is a Jones boomer. He's not Gen X. I'd love if he was, but he's not. Nope. Not by the deviation on the yearly calendars that we make that say who gets to be who. I mean, I feel more like a millennial than a Gen X because I was born so close to the 80s. But that's okay. That doesn't matter. Happy birthday, Antonio. I do have his collection here. We've got Desperado, and if you haven't seen this, you need to watch at least the opening. I'm pretty sure you can Google it on, punch it into the search on YouTube, and you'll get that opening scene for Desperado. It's pretty awesome. Antonio sings, plays the guitar, and beats people up. It's pretty awesome. And if you're a big Johnny Depp fan, then Once Upon a Time in Mexico, another Robert Rodriguez. Here, let me read you the cast off the back. So we've got Antonio Banderas, Salma Hayek, Johnny Depp. We've got Willem Dafoe, Eva Mendes, Danny Trejo. Looks like Mickey Rourke, Cheech Marin. Yes, that Cheech. And Enrique Iglesias. This is actually kind of a cool movie. And this DVD is actually pretty old. There's a sticker on the back from the Blockbuster that it was bought from. So I always love that. That means a lot of people watch that DVD. And I like watching that DVD. So, but Antonio is a fun guy and doesn't just do action movies and movies for adults. He also does things like Puss in Boots. Yes. I think he's in the second Shrek movie and Puss in Boots, and they're both very good. And then he's in Spy Kids. Spy Kids is pretty good. I like Spy Kids. I thought it was a pretty romping ride, especially the first one. I know, it's a kids movie. Why do you owe them so many kids movies? Because I'm like 9, going on 48. So I'm a 9-year-old in a 48-year-old's body. I don't have any children, so there's that. But I love kids' movies as much as the next person. And I still have my favorite kids' movies from the 80s. Like The Dark Crystal, haha, Puppets. Also love The Last Unicorn. Boo! Gotta cry. Love me some Secret of Nim. I do love Disney movies too, but Disney didn't have a whole lot of stuff in the 80s that was really great. Like, they had some cool stuff in the 70s. I could say that Robin Hood radicalized me. Robin Hood Disney was awesome. Yeah, Johnny's eyes. But, you know, Johnny in general sometimes. Boo. Sorry. Love Johnny in his older roles, like Edward Scissorhands. And I know that he's the star of that movie. But everybody does realize that she was more famous than he was at the time, right? Like, he had done a John Waters movie. Anybody want to guess what the John Waters movie was that Johnny Depp did? Anybody? Seriously. Hope you guys are having fun out there in YouTube land. Been trying to get some new stuff for my set in the back. Trying to get some new equipment. Hopefully we'll be able to set up a little better. Yes. Robin Hood. Because those are the things that radicalize children. When they see people getting treated badly and they're told that it shouldn't happen. Sorry, but you don't get to break people's brains by telling them one thing when they're a little kid. Like, Care-a-Lot is the place that you can go whenever you choose. And then tell people, oh, by the way, Red Dawn that shit out. Yeah, that's it. That's the John Waters movie. That's the one. Johnny Depp did that John Waters movie, Crybaby. That was pretty much like, oh, right. He had been Glenn in 1984. Hey, we're talking about 1984. Red Dawn, 1984. Right. Johnny Depp in 1984 was in what? Nightmare on Elm Street. He really wasn't that big of an actor. Winona Ryder had done, oh boy, she had done Lucas and Heathers and Beetlejuice. She had done a number of movies before doing Edward Scissorhands. So, if somebody was to say Johnny was the star of Edward Scissorhands, yeah, he was. But she was actually a bigger star at the time. That was just his vehicle. But we love Johnny. And we especially love Johnny when we're wishing Antonio Banderas a happy birthday. So go get yourself a copy of Once Upon a Time in Mexico. This is a great movie. Love Antonio. Action-packed. Very good. Before they started using like a ton of computers to do the scenes. Sorry, had to do a little camera adjust. Before they started using a ton of computers to do all that work. There's still some practical effects in that movie. There's definitely practical effects in Desperado. These are practical effects. That's not really computer generated. But I'll tell you, that opening scene, can't get over it. Love it, love it, love it. Love to hear Antonio sing. Think it's just one of the best opening scenes to any movie ever. This is great. And then, of course, again, the prayer from the 13th Warrior. Now, there are some movies available right now for free if you want to watch. I think there is an Antonio movie available on YouTube right now for free, and it's called Assassins. And it's like Sylvester Stallone and Antonio Banderas, and I'm pretty sure that the title of the movie is pretty descriptive about what it's about. So, That one I know has Antonio in it and is currently available on YouTube. Assassins. Sylvester Stallone, Antonio Banderas, YouTube free movies. It is available. Also, before I go, because it's a little hot in here and I've been feeling under the weather for a few days. So, if you're interested in 1982, like we were talking about the other day, there's this YouTube has a documentary called 1982 Greatest Geek Year Ever. It's a great documentary. Check it out. As far as 1982 movies, they have John Carpenter's The Thing. They have the original Conan the Barbarian. They have The Beastmaster. They have The Dark Crystal. And they have the director's cut of Blade Runner. So these are all free YouTube movies that you can check out. They used to have The 13th Warrior up. They used to have this movie up. Happy birthday, Antonio. Happy birthday, Antonio. But I don't know if it's available anymore. You can go look through the YouTube free movies. I always find new ones. There's hundreds, so it can take a while to look through. If you like old movies, I did create a little list here of older movies, like 1930s, Happened One Night, the 1950s, Some Like It Hot, the 1960s, they have The Apartment and The Odd Couple. These are all free movies on YouTube right now. So if you would like to watch an old free movie, that's great. They also have from the 70s, Jeremiah Johnson, Dog Day Afternoon. Those are older movies that if you're becoming a film person, if you're interested in what used to be in movies, and you want to watch old movies, those are great ones to start with. Now, for the 80s, we have some Weird Science and 16 Candles. And these are all, again, available on YouTube, free movies. Weird Science, 16 Candles, The Great Outdoors with the great John Candy and Dan Aykroyd. This is a funny movie. This is like the epitome of silly 80s vacation movies. I love this movie. Then Rob Reiner's When Harry Met Sally is available. And for kids, they have Ferngully and Labyrinth are available. And then all three Bill and Ted movies are available right now to watch for free on YouTube. So I thought that was pretty cool. I love all the Bill and Ted stuff. So, as we were talking about today, happy birthday to our guy, Antonio Banderas. We love you, Antonio. He is 66 today. He was born in Malaga, Spain. Looking pretty good for 66. Really glad he's made all the movies that he has. I really enjoy them. If you like the El Mariachi, Desperado, Robert Rodriguez stuff, also check out Spy Kids, because that's also Robert Rodriguez working with Antonio. And the first movie is actually pretty good. So I know subsequent sequels, I'm not even going to say anything, but the original movie, Spy Kids, pretty good movie, pretty entertaining. And then, just as one last shot, we've got our 1984. Came out today in theaters. Red Dawn, Patrick Swayze. So we love Patrick. Definitely an icon of the 80s. I don't know that he was as successful as some of the other people who came out of The Outsiders. Like, The Outsiders was chock full. Had Tom Cruise. Yeah, had Matt Dillon. Had Emilio Estevez. Thomas C. Howell. Ralph Macchio. Ralph Macchio was in it. Yeah. And I don't know that Patrick had quite the successful career that some of the other ones had. although Patrick was always one of my favorites. So I was happy to be here with you guys today, just doing a casual movie chat. If you like what we do, you can like, subscribe, leave a comment. If you subscribe and hit the notification bell, then you'll know when we go live, because we're just a streaming channel. We really don't do very many videos. The videos I make come from the streams. So if you're interested, that's great. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Everybody have a great day. Thanks for stopping by the Movie Clubhouse, having a little sip of whatever drink you were having today, and chatting about movies. All right, everybody. Wish Antonio Banderas a really happy birthday, okay? Happy birthday, Antonio! Yay! Yay! Antonio, you are 66, brother. Wow. Oh, my goodness. This is so great. Love you so much. You'll always be my Puss in Boots. Oh, I love this kitty cat. Oh, I love this kitty cat with the sword. I don't know if you love the kitty cat with the sword, but oh, this guy got a sword too. Oh, Antonio with a sword. All right. I'm going to go watch Zorro now. All right, because, you know, that one, he's got a sword. All right, Antonio. You have a great birthday. Hope everybody out there is having a good time. And I'll see you tomorrow if I can get out. Bye. Bye.